Hello, this is Joe. Thank you for joining me. What I'm going to be doing here in this videos that I'm going to be uploading, I'm going to be going back in history and see if I can spread or share some light, being a light bearer of sorts, on some situations that have yet to be resolved. Maybe I can offer a direction of something that they need to pay attention to perhaps gain a better perspective as to who, why, what something happened or was caused by. So far, I've uploaded a video dealing with the assassination of JFK. And all I'm going to remark is, ooh, Joe DiMaggio. Okay? So this reading, what I'm going to, something tells me to do this, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do the energy surrounding Malcolm X. Spirit, give me the energy surrounding the assassination of Malcolm X. I really want to actually go and explore the Black Panther deal, but that probably is a reading I'm going to do also in time. What we're going to examine here is the energy surrounding the assassination of Malcolm X, a political Muslim leader in the 70s in the U.S. Give me the energy, spirit, surrounding the assassination of Malcolm X. And we got a foundation of, I usually bring my cards, and then foundation for the murder of Malcolm X. Truth, clarity. Someone did not want the truth to be known. Main energy, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, an air sign is the main energy. I don't know if Malcolm X was an air sign, but someone involved in this assassination very prominently is an air sign. This air sign was challenged by a teacher student. Perhaps that teacher student is Malcolm X. We don't know. It's in the subconscious, higher learning, psychological games, observing people, them not being aware that you're observing them. The past, energy surrounding the death of Malcolm X. The past was strength, self-control, courage. The future, well, we knew the future outcome of Malcolm X was dealt by or at the hand of a narcissist. The internal influence surrounding this assassination was investing, taking a gamble. The external influence, giving, receiving, sharing of wealth. That's interesting. The hope and fear around the energy of the death of Malcolm X. Let me do that one more time. The hope and fear. This is the internal. This is the external. This is the hope and fear spot surrounding the death and assassination of Malcolm X is what? racism, bias, gender, social ill, outcome surrounding the death of Malcolm X. So if you are, whether you know it or not, dealing with the CIA and you're nowhere on the radar as popular as Malcolm X, please understand, it is the CIA that's involved in your life. The only people that know you were the people that moved in the circle with you, and you weren't as famous as Malcolm X, and the CIA is the outcome surrounding the clarity of who killed Malcolm X. By all means, please understand, you're not important as Malcolm X. So for the CIA to remain at bay and not kill someone because they're not as important as Malcolm X, or they can't. Because unlike Malcolm X, this other individual that is involved with the CIA, excuse me, who have been involved with this person's life since a very young age, knows everything the CIA has done. Malcolm X didn't know that. He knew other things. This particular individual dealing with the CIA, or you could be, you know a lot of ways that they've used you. You know how they've broken the very laws that are there to protect people because of racism and prejudice. And that, excuse my language, God darn it, they felt they had a right to do it. Put it that way. Again, so this is the energy surrounding the death, the assassination of Malcolm X. Assassination Foundation is one of clarity and truth, the Ace of Swords. And as a result of this clarity of truth, the outcome was the CIA, Central Intelligence. The hope and fear around this energy of who Malcolm X and why is racism, bias, and gender. Identity, social ills. Now, let's clarify the main energy is an air energy behind the assassination of Malcolm X. Judgment, judgment in the community or by the community, because of a friendship to a star. So this, excuse me, this main energy surrounding the death and assassination of Malcolm X is a air energy, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that's clarified as judgment, a inner calling on a community or about a community because of their friendship, a Three of Cups, to or with a star. This community, this Four of Wands, which I come to know also is synonymous for the twin flame spiel. Judgment was called in this community because of a friendship to a spiritually gifted and hopeful individual. Now, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we could say This may be Malcolm X energy. He may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's, shall we? Nope, he is actually a Taurus. Wait a minute. Malcolm X, midheaven, one of the most important angles in the birth chart, indicating career, aim in life, and public reputation, was in Libra. Malcolm X. He was a Taurus, but his midheaven was Libra. So I'm gathering that this main energy, the assassination of Malcolm X, I did JFK before this one, that's why I said that. His midheaven is Libra. While he is actually a Taurus, this is his energy. And the challenge to his energy is being a teacher-student. This is something that Malcolm X was looked upon as, or being a teacher with students, the students being the people that he was preaching to. This is his energy. He was a Taurus. And here's where I come to understand about people that are Taurus. If you're not affiliated with a certain organization, you ain't living too long. I don't know how to put that any better than that. If you're a Taurus and you're not affiliated with a certain organization, you ain't living too long. Because immediately someone's going to have to take your place. I could explain that in depth, but I choose not to. Just take it for what it means. If you are a Taurus and you are not associated with a particular group of people or community, you're not going to live long. Put it that way. We did that. Let's do this, which is teacher. The Hanged Man, which also is sacrifice. The Hanged Man also symbolizes someone that is a sacrifice. So this teacher-student, clarified by a hanged man or a sacrifice, for balance and healing, to complete or accomplish one, being secure. Someone was made insecure by Malcolm X being a teacher / student, which is clarified as hanged man could also denote as sacrifice. This teacher student, clarified by a sacrifice for balance and healing, to complete or accomplish, Queen of Pentacles, being abundant. Someone saw Malcolm X as a sacrifice, and the person that saw Malcolm X as a sacrifice saw him as a sacrifice because he was a teacher student. And subconscious, psychology, school, observation. Clarify psychology in the subconscious for energy surrounding Malcolm X. Assassination. I can't even say it right. uncle, main privileged person, abandon, withdrawal, move on, a bro. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank you. There you go. Wait a minute. That would have been there. Because I put them down like this. No, that was right. That was right. Okay. The subconscious. Malcolm X as the Libra, midheaven. Psychological games, observation, study for higher learning. A uncle who could have been a main or privileged person abandoned, withdrew, or moved on from him, that caused him sorrow, pain, or heartbreak, or caused this uncle pain, sorrow, and heartbreak. So Malcolm X lost somebody. Someone died in his life. It could have been an uncle, auntie, could have been, and someone in his family died. Someone that was important. Psychological games, observation, study, the psychology of a uncle who was a main or privileged person moving on. This is someone dying. The effect mentally it had on Malcolm X caused him sorrow, pain, and heartbreak. Okay. I think him losing this person made him reassess his life and the direction that he was going, essentially. So we got this clarity out here, Ace of Swords. Clarity, Ace of Swords, Foundation. Oh man, excuse me. It's time to get up. It's so early in the morning right now, guys, fellas. Uh-oh. This is where the meat of the reading comes out. I'm seeing red now. Let me show you what I mean. We got the foundation, Ace of Swords, clarity, truth, surrounding a defeat, a victory, a struggle that involve lies, plots, deceit, violence, especially because of a decision. Of some people working together, a collaboration, teaming up to go against. Foundation is the clarity, the truth of the outcome. The CIA foundation is truth. This is the outcome. And this is what I come to find is interesting. This damn Five of Swords is kind of synonymous with CIA. Competition, victory through struggle, defeat. I'm finding these two being synonymous in a lot of people's lives, except for the people that actually inflict this on others. I think that's going to change. I think the CIA showing up with this Five of Swords with a lot of different people. The CIA is going to have the Five of Swords in their face, on their laps. on their mind, in their subconscious. Since this is what they brought to so many people, they just want to be left alone to live their life as they should live, the way they choose and not someone choose for them. So what you put out into the universe returns duly unto you. This 5 that you've sent out is coming back 5 times 2. To yours and to you. This I speak is true. Call it Wicca, call it witchcraft, whatever it means to you. The red has now turned to blue. Lucky, lucky you. Okay, we got the past, which is strength, courage. Here's the past. That's interesting. 5 of Swords pop out with. That's what I was picking up. The past, strength, courage, self-control. 5 of Swords pop out with Malcolm X, and be dang if you don't show up for yours. And then the CIA. Oh, why is this people in everybody else's life that's trying to actually have a life, like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. Do you know usually what happens to blockages? Blockages allow a system to build up a certain level of resilience to where their blockage is no longer effective. CIA, pay attention. The strength, courage, self-control in the past was about standing their ground amidst conflict as a result of this fraternal order surrounding love. Malcolm X had to show strength and courage and self-control, stand their ground amidst this conflict, dealing with the fraternal order. I'm believing this fraternal order is the Muslims. Surrounding love. This love, because I did see the movie, may be more closely communicated as not necessarily love, but maybe loyalty, allegiance. Because there existed some rift between Malcolm X and, as they say, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. In the past, that was something he had to deal with. And in the future, it says the future position is narcissist. That is how he dealt with his past. The future, there was identification of a narcissist, which is something I believe that Malcolm X was able to identify as a result of his past interactions. Narcissist, future, clarified by secrets, mysteries, and illusions. Surrounding an energy, a Knight of Wands, immature energy. It's working with the FBI. Why is this a story that seems to keep over and over? Take a leap of faith for a fresh new start. This is a story. This is the Matrix. It's always the same story. I've noticed this. The future, Libra, midheaven, Taurus is Malcolm X. Libras is midheaven. The future is a narcissist, involvement with a narcissist. That there are secrets, mysteries, and illusions around involving a Knight of Wands. This is a passion with a youthful energy. That the FBI, they were working with the FBI, or the FBI took a interest in them so they could take a leap of faith for a fresh new start. So this Knight of Wands was the individual that interacted with the FBI for a fresh new start. They had to hook up the assassination of Malcolm X. The FBI gave them a fresh new start for doing this. These two organizations are prominent members in the African American community, but for the wrong reasons. There are no African American organizations that are prominent members in the Caucasian or any other ethnicity community. Why are these prominent members in the African American community? Internal influence. Investing. Take a gamble. Who wants to invest and take a gamble? Oh my goodness. I can't do this. All these damn cards the other way. I don't get down with reversals. I know I don't get down with reversal. Okay, we just go. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him alone. Okay, the internal influence is a sun in reverse. Someone who's not successful, who is a thief. Who is the internal influence for Malcolm X? This is in the movie. Someone who was a sun in reverse, who was also a thief. If you pay attention, Malcolm X and someone else was incarcerated. They were thieves. Investing, take a gamble. A sun in reverse, a thief. Because of addictions, brought an end for defeat. And I think this is where they actually Malcolm X and this individual, the thief, they actually found himself in jail, I think. So that's their internal influence. Investing to take a gamble was a sun in reverse, successful youthful energy that's not successful, getting older energy that was a thief or had stolen, that was facing addictions that caused them an end for defeat, caused them to end up behind bars. Actually, as the story goes, it seems to me that certain organizations that I pointed out take certain actions involved in certain communities, particularly the African American community. And what ends up happening is Hollywood catches wind of it and they end up making a movie out of this person's life. But that person never benefits off the amount of currency that is generated from that making a life. Mind you, this is something that organizations inflict upon an individual to generate money, to create stories and scenarios around and about people's lives that later Hollywood takes and make money off of without having to actually suffer through what someone put you through, because they want to make you a movie. Yeah, I'm just letting it ride how it is. I don't do reversals, but they came like that, and it is what it is. The CIA, the outcome is clarified as them having foresight to, now a magician in reverse would mean to me them utilizing their power, tools, and skills in a negative connotation. A magician would utilize everything, and they have their resources for their good. This here means that the CIA is using their power, tools, and skills to be up to no good. That's what that means. A magician in reverse, power, tools, and skills to be up to no good because of the strength, perseverance, and the resilience displayed by a hierophant, a group or a religion that was in disarray. That's what I get out of that. If the hierophant was straight up, it would be legitimate group, identity, or religion. In reverse, what I take that mean is a group or a religion in disarray. The CIA has foresight to use their power, tools, and skills to achieve something that will bring harm to an energy that was showing perseverance, strength, and resilience, a hierophant or a religious group or sect that was in disarray. So what did we get out of this? We did that, we did this, we did that. We didn't do the giving, receiving, sharing wealth. We did all those. We just do it. Narcissist. Okay, we can try to solve real quick. This is at the 30 mark as it should be. Giving, receiving, sharing wealth. Again, this is the energy surrounding the death of Malcolm X. Rewind it back if something grabs your attention. The Six of Pentacles, the internal influence for this situation surrounding Malcolm X's death is giving, receiving, sharing of wealth. The external influence is a failure to understand the reason for conflict that was created by an illusion the dream and fantasy of a message of concern. So the giving, receiving, sharing of wealth clarified by a misunderstanding that causes conflict to a Seven of Cups energy surrounding a message of concern. That's what that is. Did we do races, bias, and gender? I think we did. Yeah. Did we? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that. So what I'm going to do here is 35. This is too long. I'm going to do a 3-card mix down of the energies that I have here at this time. Summary. I know I like to go only 30 minutes, 35, 40, 45, 50, and that's a little too long to be sitting and paying attention to things. This is a outcome and a foundation. Spirit, give me the 3-card summary of the last energy involving the assassination of Malcolm X. Summary of the energy. Thank you for that energy reading. That was before the one president. 3-card summary. Foundation outcome of the energy surrounding the death of Malcolm X. Thank you in advance. Foundation. Investing to take a gamble. 1, a mother, family member, Wheel of Fortune, mother, family member, wands, outcome, loss, grief. So what I get from this is a turning of the wheel, karmic cycle that was inspired by someone's mother or family. This is the summary behind the killing, the assassination of Malcolm X. It's a Wheel of Fortune. It was a turning of the wheel, that something that was done in secret. This was inspired in secret by a family member surrounding karma, turn of the wheel of money. The outcome was loss and grief. 5 is challenge. And the foundation was investing to take a gamble. 5 is challenge. A challenge to invest or take a gamble to create loss and grief surrounding turning the wheel, this karmic wheel, in secrecy by a family member. Now this says mother, but the previous reading I covered that up to give you an idea of what type of society that we're dealing with that is most notarized or known to deal with families. What societies deal with families? That this is what they do for Wheel of Fortune. You take families that gangbang and dispose of other families. How do they do that? Doggy dog world. You have families that destroy, dismantle, totally obliterate other families. They believe that is their purpose on this earth, to dispose of other families. Hopefully, they truly believed in a creator or a God, because the number of families that they have destroyed or obliterated, all those people are in the spiritual realm and have cast judgment on them and those like them. So those that preyed on families, welcome to your nightmare of having your families preyed upon now. This reading was on the assassination of Malcolm X, who was preyed upon by a particular family or sect of families. organization that deal with families. The organization that dealt with families that were predators that preyed on families. This organization and its families are now the prey. What you put out into the universe returns to you graciously. Thank you for joining.